Welcome back to the Den of Tools. Howdy ho, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the Den of Tools. And today we're here to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of Ryobi tools. Now, before we get started, there needs to be a little bit of clarification as to what Ryobi we are talking about. In this case, I'm specifically talking about the tool line produced by TTI. Yeah, that's the same people that bring us a lot of other tools, such as Milwaukee. Now, I needed to say that as there's much more to Ryobi than just the TTI version, if you will. Just to fill you in a little bit on the bigger picture here, let me give you a quick backstory on the company. Ryobi was founded in 1943, in December of 43, so just a little bit over a year or so before the war ended. I was founded by Yutaka Urakami. Sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. Anyway, they manufactured components for automobiles, electronics, telecommunications, and all sorts of stuff. And even today, they're into printing equipment and power tools and builders hardware and a whole bunch more. Now, in 1988, Ryobi purchased the assets to the former, I can't pronounce this one either, D-I-E-H-L Motor Company. Now, they were a supplier of Sears Craftsman's handheld power tools back in the day, and after the purchase, Ryobi continued to supply Sears with power tools. To handle this extra capacity, they partnered with TTI and even bought 20% share of the company. Now let's fast forward to 2000. TTI licenses the rights to Ryobi tools for Australia, the EU, and North America. So now we know exactly who we're talking about here, okay? And specifically, we're talking about Ryobi Cordless tools in this video. But before we jump into that, I want to thank today's sponsor, and that is Best Tech. Now, they make home, travel, automotive-related power tools and equipment. They're also offering a 10% off coupon code right now on 2 of their products, their travel charger system here, as well as their home power cube. But these are pretty cool things, and we're going to talk about them more later. Of course, links and the coupon code are in the video description down below. Now, let's jump into it, shall we? So the first thing that we need to talk about here is price, because that's the first thing that a lot of people think of when they think Ryobi. They think value price, and that's what Ryobi is. They're an entry-level power tool line, perfect for someone looking to fix stuff up around the house or be a DIY hobbyist, stuff like that. Heck, when you can grab a kit like this, that is a 9-tool combo kit with 2 batteries and a charger. You're, as I often refer to them, a one-and-done kind of kit. That's everything you need to get started for, like say you just bought a house or you just want to become more active in doing stuff yourself. This is it. There's very little that you can do, or can't do, I should say, around the house with something like this. Heck, another $200, you can throw a lawnmower in there and use the same batteries and you're good to go. Now that said, the next thing we need to talk about in good is quality. And I know you're like, Bear, quality? Well, yeah, because when Ryobi started, they were a decent alternative to other entry-level power tool companies such as Black & Decker and the lower-tier Craftsman kind of stuff. But over the years, they've expanded their lineup and their quality. With the introduction of the OnePlus line of power tools, Ryobi has really ramped things up, and they've gone from just an entry DIY kind of tool to a prosumer and sometimes even pro-level tool. Brushless tools like this now can be found on job sites used by professionals. In fact, I met several professionals when I was at SEMA who use their impact wrenches daily. Now, Ryobi has one of the largest lines of tools that you can find, cordless tools that is. And this definitely got to be one of the biggest draws for Ryobi. Here you see they're claiming over 100 plus tools in their lineup. Now, while there's often debate as to who has the largest tool lineup, there can be no debate that Ryobi is certainly in the running for that crown. Not only do they have all the basic tools anyone might need, but they've expanded into all sorts of niche markets where you would normally only find other more top-tier brands such as Milwaukee. These are stuff that's typically marketed towards professionals. I mean, not too many DIYers looking for a PEX crimper or a full metal shear or a heavy-duty grease gun like that. That's something you usually only see on larger power equipment kind of stuff. But Ryobi is bringing that stuff to market as well. And that's why I see a lot of entry-level guys and sometimes even senior-level guys who understand where the value is, going with Ryobi power tools for their trades. Now, we can't leave out probably one of the biggest selling points for Ryobi, and that is their batteries. Ryobi has made a commitment that they will not change the design of their batteries. And right here, I'll read it to you. It says, best of all, Ryobi has never changed and never will. The 18-volt 1 Plus battery platform, meaning our newest products and batteries will fit the original Ryobi tools and batteries from 1996. That's it. You can take any of these batteries and use them with any of the tools out there. They're completely interchangeable. Now, here is one caveat. You cannot charge one of the newer lithium batteries in the old NiCad charger. It's bad. Very, very bad. How bad?
Don't cross the streams. Why? It would be bad.
Well, anyway, yeah, crossing the streams is bad. So speaking of bad, let's talk about what Ryobi doesn't get right. Well, one of the things is, in this massive line of tools that they have is, I think they're kind of fudging the numbers a bit. While it's true that they have a simply massive amount of cordless tools, it's also true that there is a whole heck of a lot of redundancy there. Sometimes it's just a little bit with stuff like these recip saws. Sure, 2 or 3, I can one's brushless and the other one's, I can kind of see that. But 9 cordless trimmers? Who needs that kind of selection? 9 cordless trimmers? No, I'm sorry. But when it comes to this kind of redundancy, if you pared down all the redundant tools there, they'd go from over 100 to probably something like this. Okay, I kid. The bear kids. Don't light me on fire. I know you Ryobi fanboys can be a little fierce. But the fact of the matter is, they do get a little bit crazy when it comes to the repetitiveness of their tool line. Now, the other thing we need to talk about is price. I know we just talked about, hey, price is great, right? Well, on some of these upper tier ones, some of these better tools that I was talking about, the price starts edging up there a bit. This brushless drill from Ryobi is fabulous. It is a great product. It's also $134. At that point, you're starting to kind of bump heads with some of the bigger names in power tools. We're talking about kits from Milwaukee, from DeWalt, from Makita. All of these can be had by less than that. And even stuff from who the snot put CX in here? I should have known. Weasels. Okay, moving on. Now, one of the last things I want to talk about here is that a lot of people assume that with the Ryobi name that they're made in Japan. Or maybe that they're made in the US. But the fact is, they're made in China. And that's true. We need to address that and be honest about that. But calling them a Chinese company isn't exactly on mark, if you will. You see, TTI, the company that owns them, was founded by this gentleman here, Horst Julius Pudwell. He is a German national with a Canadian wife who moved to Hong Kong in 1971 to run the local Volkswagen offices. Now, he found opportunities in Hong Kong that he never imagined. He ended up opening his own trading firm, and eventually that became TTI. Now, Ryobi Tools under TTI is also now headquartered in South Carolina. So while it's true that tools are made in China, the company itself isn't traditionally a Chinese company. It's a Hong Kong-based company headed by a German national with its operational headquarters in South Carolina. So they're kind of a truly international kind of company, if you will. Well, we talked about the good, we talked about the bad, and now we got to talk about the ugly. And when we talk about ugly, there's really not a whole lot ugly about Ryobi other than, of course, the color. Anyway, I guess at worst you could complain about availability. Now, TTI has an exclusive contract to sell Ryobi only through Home Depot. That's it. That's the only retail establishment for buying new Ryobi products. Now, you can buy factory refurbished products online and at Direct Tools Outlet. Now, Direct Tools Outlet is owned by TTI. There's some on the East Coast, some in the Midwest, Mid-East, none out West, but you can still buy them online. Now, I get lots of people, and I know already that people are rushing for their little keyboards. They can't wait to tell the bear how wrong they are because, they're like, I bought it at Walmart, I bought it on Amazon, or I got it on eBay. Slow your roll there, Junior. You need to wise up, okay? Look at that listing. When you go on Walmart, look down there. Look for the part that says sold by. That doesn't say Ryobi, okay? When you're on Amazon, look over there. That says sold by, handle with care. Does that sound scammy enough to you? They're purposely naming the name of the company something misleading to make you skip over it and think it's sold by Amazon. I had one guy who sent me a listing from eBay saying, "You're wrong, Bear. You're wrong. I found it on eBay, and it says it's from a factory authorized reseller with full lifetime warranty." Well, first of all, this was in regards to Rigid, and Rigid has a lifetime service agreement, so they would never use the term lifetime warranty. So that right there told me that they didn't know what they're talking about. Secondly, when I went and looked at the listing, and Lord, I wish I could find it now. It's too funny. The reseller's name was Authorized Factory Reseller. I kid you not. Guys, anybody can put whatever they want there, okay? I'm an authorized reseller on Amazon. My wife, she picks up stuff at garage sales every so often. She doesn't do it as a full-time gig, but if she finds something, she'll pick it up and she'll list it on Amazon. You don't have to be a company. You just have to register as a reseller and jump through a few hoops. It's not hard. The same with Walmart, the same with Best Buy, the same with all these major online resellers that have brick and mortar as well. You can set yourself up. You can set yourself up as an online reseller, and it's not that big a hassle. Look at this one. Authorized dealer. eBay didn't put that on there. He wrote that in there himself. In fact, if you read through the product description, it literally says that it was refurbished by him. Yeah. Anyway, listen, guys, if you want to buy your tools this way, you want to go and buy them out of the back of some van or something, hey, that's up to you. That's great. I'm not telling you can't do that. All I'm saying is, don't come running over here and trash talking about how my tool's so much better and awesome because it's got this long warranty and I paid less for it, blah, blah, blah. Because you didn't really. Because what you got there is you got a gray market tool. It's probably a return or something that somebody bought in bulk off of some bigger eBay auction or some of the local distribution centers. I know there's one here in Vegas. If I wanted to do this, I can go down there and I can buy pallets full of these tools and resell them. That's what these people do. Good luck trying to get that warranty. Do this for me. If you think you got a warranty when you bought something off eBay, you take your receipt. You take your tool, even if it's not broken, you go down to Home Depot and go to the customer service counter and put it on the table and let me know what they say to you when they see that eBay receipt. I want you to live stream that. That's going to be good for a chuckle. Anyway, there you go. That's your good, your bad, and your ugly of Ryobi cordless tools. I know, sorry about the soapbox there. It's one of the little things that gets under the bear's fur. Anyway, let me know what you think or what company you want me to cover next in this series. Also, I want to say a big thank you again to Best Tech for sponsoring today's video. I have to say that they have some very innovative products. I really like this one here. If you're like me and you have a family that travels and there's always this huge assortment of cables and stuff that I need to pack up to go with it to support, miscellaneous electronics and stuff that we have. I need a power strip, USB adapters, and sometimes even a 220 converter. With this, it does all of those in one package. I got my power strip, my USB ports, it even converts 220. I got it all in one easy little package there, and it folds up nice and small and whatnot. But better than that is I really like this little power cube thing they have here. Now it's got all around the outside, it's got 110, and then across the top, it's got 3 USBs and a USB-C, which if you're like my family, we're kind of mixed in between the two. And the cool thing about this is you can attach this thing anywhere. That little base clips on, or I think it sticks on, or you can put in a couple screws there, and you can put it pretty much anywhere you want. And that gets all those cords out of the way. I don't know if you're like me, but I hate having cords snaking across my desk, get in the way of everything. I like kind of tucking them off to the side or underneath. In fact, I've got this teak cabinet. It's a mid-century kind of modern cabinet that we've got for the house up in Montana. I'm going to be restoring it next summer, and I'm thinking about getting one of these to put on the back to make it a little bit more, useful for the family and everything. Anyway, that's all the bear has for you today. Please don't forget to chomp that old like button there, subscribe, maybe ring the bell. Don't forget to join us for Sunday Night Tool Talk Live every Sunday here at 6 p.m. Pacific. You all take care, God bless, and as always, say it with me, shine on. Also, only 21 days left till Christmas.